All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner talking Giants with another free agent film breakdown. This time we're looking at the Giants' newest D lineman, defensive tackle slash edge, Chauncey Golston from the Dallas Cowboys. Usually try to keep my blabbing to a minimum and just get right into the film, but I think Golston's a pretty unique, not a unique player, but somewhat complicated in what your role is going to be for him because in 2023, under Dan Quinn, he was a defensive tackle, right? He lined up on the interior, was more of a pass rush specialist, and you saw like he got results. He was seventh in pass rush win rate, but didn't get like a bunch of production of sacks or quarterback hits because he was used sparingly and not much in the run game. This most recent year under Mike Zimmer, they put him as a defensive end, and that was the position he played. You're going to see that he had some pass rush, results, some nice wins, some variety in his game, but he just wasn't consistent as winning as a pass rusher as he was on the interior. But you'll see he was better run defender. So I think if you use him in just one or the other, I think you're limiting his ability. I think he's someone you move all across the line, and help other guys get rest. And obviously he's a depth piece for the Giants. But on third down is where he can make his money on the interior. So we're going to break it all down, all parts of his game. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and check out all the other free agent film breakdowns. We just did a podcast breaking down day one. We're going to figure out the quarterback, all that stuff. So like and subscribe. All right, first play. Lined up with the right tackle. Again, I'm going to show the variety of pass rush that he was able to win with from the defensive end spot. That's the most recent position he played. That's the position he's getting paid from by the Giants. So look. Hezzy, bam, bull, right? You see there's power in those bones. Like you catch that right tackle, that offensive lineman the right way, bam, puts him on his ass, right? So you see him work with power. Now you're going to see him work with lateral quickness, which I think is the way he most consistently wins in the NFL. Right? Mariota slips and falls, but this is a sack for Golston. We've got a quick set from the left tackle, right? He's getting out there aggressively. Read it. Use your hands. Swipe. Not the most clean footwork to work laterally, but the quickness is there. Bam. Now we got a path to the quarterback. Off play action. All right, and you get a sack. Mariota makes it look like a less impressive sack, but it's a damn sack for Chauncey Golston. He earns that one. Here again versus the Commanders. Again over the right tackle. This time, we're going to work the corner, right? He's not going to kill you with this speed rush around the edge. But if he gets a good get off, if the tackle doesn't get enough depth, we're going to challenge, right? There's quickness off the line. Right? He's going to work his hands, right? Fight that right hand off of you. Keep your feet moving. Gets himself a nice sack. I mean, let's watch it just in real time. Right? Micah Parsons obviously gets the accredited sack on Jaden Daniels, but a really nice play for Chauncey Golston. Here versus the Steelers and Broderick Jones. Again, he's going to work the corner. Is he just a speed rusher? No. But again, if the tackle is not going to set, at a good depth, we're going to take advantage of that, right? We're going to use our hands. We're going to swipe that right hand off of you. We're going to get lateral, and let's get flat down the line, right? Let's get pressure on the quarterback, Justin Fields. So again, you can see he can win with variety. Here he's going to get the chip help, right? Quick hands. You get the chip from the back or the block and release. Work off of that. You got space between you and the right tackle. Violent hands, right? Chop. Chop at that right hand. Chop at that right hand. And work to pressure the quarterback. Obviously, the chip, stops him from getting, accredited pressure or quarterback hit. But it's just a good snap for Chauncey Golston. But at the edge position, he just did not find the same success. Here over the right tackle, this is what the majority of his pass rush reps look like, right? Working, power, trying to work a bull rush that would just kind of stall out. Here again. right? Working hands, but just doesn't have the great speed, doesn't have the pure nasty strength that just go, work through a player, and isn't quick enough to, counter once he's been beat. Right? Like, this is what they mostly look like. Here, this next play against the Steelers, against the left tackle, going to try and work speed to power, just kind of stalls out, putters out. Right? So at the edge position, he's just not going to give you the same, pass rush production that he gives you the defensive tackle group, which we're gonna go through his snaps there. Now, here's the difference. The run game. The run game, he's much better, right? He became a full-time player with the Dallas Cowboys in 2024, playing on the edge. Where in 2023, where his pass rush metrics were great and the film was better as a pass rusher, but he was never really put on the field as a run defender because of the deficiencies he would have had on the interior at 6'5", 270. But here on the edge, that's nice size, right? That's Broderick Jones. That's a strong son of a gun right there, right tackle. All right, we're going to fire off. We're going to get hands on. We're going to extend. We're going to jack up that outside shoulder. We're going to keep our feet moving. And we're here, right? We're here where the running back is. Someone else gets that, you get it, someone else, 6 gets the tackle for a loss, but that's a damn good play in the run game by Chauncey Golston here. Here versus the right tackle versus the Commanders. Quickness, right? You want to get over eager? Quick. Wham, swipe those hands. Work your feet laterally. Here we are. Now, because this guy doesn't know where he's going, Marcus Mariota gets himself a nice long run. But if the Cowboys play this correctly, this ball's getting handed off, and let's pretend Micah Parsons doesn't make this amazing, quick play. This is a tackle for a loss for Chauncey Golston and the linebacker Eric Hendricks. Keeping himself clean instead of a long run for Marcus Mariota. Here versus the left tackle with the tight end covering him. Right? It's not reinventing the wheel here, but he's setting a good edge. Right, we get off the ball. Would like you to see a little more violence getting off the line of scrimmage, but we get hands on. We're reading the back. We're holding our ground, making that back commit. He commits outside. We shed, right? We get extension. Back commits. Pull, shed, get in on a tackle of the Commander's back. Again, versus the left tackle. This time the left tackle's uncovered. Just set a nice edge, right? You set a nice edge, right? You got extension. This tackle's you're squeezing him down in here, right? I know the quarter Jaden Daniels keeps this, but if he hands this off, right? We've now made it harder for this running back to bounce because of the position we've kept, but we've also kind of eliminated this hole because guess what? We're squeezing this left tackle down, right? So we're either getting a tackle out here or we're squeezing him in onto all this traffic. Instead, Jaden Daniels does a good job slipping through for 5 yards. But he's obviously going to be much better of a run defender out on the edge. Now, at the same time, you got to use him on the interior because that's where the quickness shows off, where his hand violence. It's just he's going up against lesser pass blockers, lesser athletes, and you see it pop off, right? And especially in a defense that uses a lot of stunts, which the New York Giants do, right? We stab, challenge vertically, challenge laterally, get a hand on this offensive lineman, rip, pull, bam, getting a quarterback hit. Forcing that ball out quick, hits a DB's hands. Here lined up over the center, it's going to set up a stunt. Right? We're lateral. We're pulling this left guard out here. We're able to crash into the left tackle. And look at this left guard. Look at where this left guard is. Guess what that just created? I know the ball gets out quick and Lawrence doesn't get there. You just created a stunt. You just created, DeMarcus Lawrence possibly getting a quarterback hit. Now let's go to the next play. Here on the left side over to right guard. This time you create an interception. On TV, you see number 97 get a quarterback hit. You see number 14 get an interception. Chauncey Golston caused that. By working laterally, you pull the right guard, crash into the center, and look at the right guard now. Turned around. You've allowed Osa Odighizuwa to get in there. And not just that, right? We're not just occupying bodies, which we are. Like, we're able to crash into that center with violence. If Osa gets picked up, we're the one getting pressure on the quarterback here, right? And you just saw that consistently on the interior for him. Here versus Ben Bredesen, who just got paid. Right? Set up the sack for Dorrance Armstrong. Right? Work laterally. Not reinventing the wheel here. Work laterally. Violent hands. Chop them off you. Get lateral. Dorrance Armstrong gets a sack. And he can thank Chauncey Golston for that. Here verse 65, Sean Harlow. I know not the best player. But you work laterally. You get him over eager to protect inside. You get his weight moving. Get that right hand on him. Wham. Violence. Here versus Mark Lewinsky. Right? Challenge upfield. Chop hands off of him. Get a sack on Daniel Jones. So again, on the interiors where you see the pass rush show up. He's more of a full-time player on the edge, and I think that's where he will be for the Giants. He'll be the third edge, and I think he'll get defensive tackle reps on third down. But I think he's going to be a useful player for the Giants. I like the contract, like the player. So I hope you guys like the video and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Or you could like and subscribe. That's what we do on this channel. Appreciate you guys again. Check out the whole channel. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, let's go Big Blue.